What up, failers? So, some of y'all want to work on this guy, or this guy is malfunctioning, or you want to take out your dash and change the dash out. I'm going to make a video about that soon. So, first thing you have to do before you do any of this, like changing out this guy, I glued it, by the way. Let's see if it still works. I literally glued it. See, I glued it right there, broke right there. And I just glued it, and I used adhesive, like vinyl glue, like all-purpose, like it's not silicone, but it was some glue that was basically malleable, and I guess it worked. I didn't buy, the 3D printed one. This is the original one, but you can see the gap there, kind of. I mean, the camera really shows it. But yeah, I guess it worked, because it still holds. So if you want to take that out, or you want to work on your car here, you have to take these out. Now this one is kind of damaged. The other ones aren't this damaged at all. I actually have my non-Type S ones that are less damaged than this, but then it'll take off from the rest of the trim that has the same kind of shade. So these are aluminum. Plastic aluminum, and to take them off, it's you gotta pry right here and right here. Use one of these things, preferably with that 45-degree angle, and you basically use your fingertips, depending on how big your fingers are, and this tool here. You could use multiple tools, but I prefer using the hands because you can put more control on this, taking it off. So what I do is I just pry at the very end. You could pop this off if you'd like, and just pry at the end here between this plastic and this, and basically just comes off. See, easy peasy. Now that's the easiest part. It only gets harder from there. So, and I'm wearing my bathrobe because king of the castle. So you take this, and you can probably use one hand here, and you don't want to bend it, because once it's bent, it's screwed, and you're gonna have to get another one. It doesn't look good even if you bend it back because of the aluminum. So right here, see, there's a lot less material than on this side. It's easier to do this side, so we're gonna do the other side, and it's the same exact thing. You just have to do it methodically. So you take it off here. I'm trying to do this one hand. I still don't have a tripod. So you basically put your finger, don't scratch with your fingernails. You're gonna scratch this. You don't want to do that if you want to preserve your TL. So see how there's a gap made there now? Right there. Why is it doing? No. So see how there's a gap there now? That's what you want. And you go to where there's less of a gap, and you put your fingers in the soft side, and you pull up. And what you want to do is from here to here, you want to pull up, because then the clips, this is how the clips go. They go down, 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 then they go to the side like this, to the side, to the side, or to the side, to the side, to the side, and then they go flat this way. So you have to pull that direction. So you have to pull up, up, then this way, 45-degree angle, then this way, and this way. And this is also a difficult part. This is where you don't want to bend it either. So you have to go with the clips, and that's how you effectively get it off without ruining it. So I kind of have this propped up a little bit, so that way this can go, and it can it's easier to just kind of do it on this side because there's more material. Let's see if I've done this enough times, or maybe I can just do it with one hand. That's much better with two. So I put my fingers in here, and you just pull up, and it pulls up. And make sure you have control of it, because if you do it at a certain angle, it'll end up bending somewhere. And I've never bent one, but I don't want to start bending one. So see, now I'm not pulling up anymore, because if I pull up, I'm gonna make a bend right here. It's aluminum. So you wanna pull this way now. See how there's a gap there now? See, I just opened it up, but I didn't pull it off. I got one of them off. Enough to put my fingers into that 90-degree angle here. And you want to pull at a 45-degree angle this way, like this. Not this way, not this way, with the clips. difficult one-handed. Man, if I ruin this, it's gonna suck. All right, let's try it this way. How about 8? All right, so I'm basically gonna kind of pry up a little bit this way, but then I'm gonna pull. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can. So, and I'm gonna pull up, but kind of out as well, because the clips are coming out this way. So I pull that way, and I pull that way. And then I work my way up. They're basically out already, so now I'm working my way up into here and pulling not so much this way, but more outward on this clip. See, that comes out. Now you'll see that this thing is coming out right here like that, which gives me more clearance over here. I'm basically stuck on now this one, and these clips. So you want to put your fingers into here. Just dig your fingers in, and that's where you want to make the prying. And you want to like spread your fingers, or even if you have a buddy, maybe have them help. There's like a clip right here, which is kind of stubborn because it's not on this side. And if I could pry from this side, I would, but I can't. So you kind of have to. Now I'm pulling this way, but not like it's a controlled pull. You don't want to just yank it out, because if you yank it, it's going to make a bend right here, and this thing is done for. They're discontinued. You're not finding another one. So, that's okay. That's the clip coming out of here, and it makes it makes a little higher pitch here because of this material. So now I've got this clip off. Do you guys see that? Yeah. Okay. So I have this clip off. See how there's a little bit of gap right here, but it's still flush right here. That means you put your fingers as deep in there as you can. Make sure you like clip your fingernails. You should be doing that anyways. And then what I do is on this one, I pull it right here. I don't pull it. I wedge my fingers in right here, and then I kind of don't pull from here anymore, and I let my fingers do the wedging, because what you're trying to get at is these two clips right here. And so I'm not pulling here anymore because you don't want to bend it here. I'm letting my left hand do the work. And what I do is I actually like push down slightly, not enough to make a bend, but enough to where, see that? There's a clip right here and a clip right there. And then there's these little clips all as well that come in right there. So these are the main clips that you're trying to work at. And if you pull too hard, at certain areas, it's gonna bend. So you want to use your fingers. These are where the clips are. There's the plastic like intermediate clips, and these are like the main clips, the big clips with a lot of torque. So this is what it looks like right here, like when it's on. Just like that. These are the clips. And see those metal clips? Those are the ones with the more torque. See how this clip right here is not going straight down, it's kind of sideways. That's why you're pulling that way as well. That's why you're pulling 45-degree angle here. Because if you look back, they're not going straight down, they're going at a side. And then these other ones, see, you got to go with those clips. That way, that's just how you pull this out successfully. Same thing on this side, just the other way. And then once you get this out, then you have access, and be very careful with these. You don't want to ruin them unless you don't care about your TL, then do whatever the hell you want. Then you can take out these screws here, to then get at this thing, pull this out, tighten this down, as well as, get to all these other areas here. So eventually, let's see, I don't want to do it on this car, and I already took it out of the M90. What I'm going to do is maybe put the stuff back onto the M90 and then remove it for you guys fully, so that way you guys can know step by step how to take out your dash, because I know a lot of you guys have dash cracks. Nothing of the sort here. There's a little bit of like, I don't know, like heat treated there, but there's absolutely no dash cracks here. So I'm going to put everything back on the M90, and I'll show you guys step by step how to take it all out. Take the steering wheel column down to where then you can get at the dash, pull the dash out, and do your swap, 6 MT swap, or work on the dash itself, or just change the dash. So yeah, that's how you take this, and you start it with this. And the one thing you don't want to do is break these, because if you look on the sticker, what's like 7/26/07. This is one of the last ones made. They made these up until 08 at some time. So you don't want to ruin your Type SEs, because these are expensive and hard to come by. And it's going to be harder and harder to come by as the years go by, so take care of your TLs if you care to keep them a long time. So that's just a quick video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah. Hey, yay.